Kenya, the bold lion, versus Nigeria, the hide-and-seek squad. Ladies, gentlemen, and Nigerians still arguing about jollof rice. Today, we settle the real debate. Which country's military deserves a participation trophy? Spoiler, it's not Kenya. Today, we are going to laugh and learn about how Kenya acts like a brave lion, while Nigeria seems to play a never-ending game of hide-and-seek with its troubles. So sit tight, grab your popcorn, and let's start our fun adventure. Our story begins in Kenya, a country known for its cool views and even cooler heroes. Kenya's soldiers are like real-life superheroes. They go on big adventures, sometimes far from home. They even go into other countries to catch the bad guys. In one wild tale, Kenyan forces went into Somalia and made a big stand against a nasty group called Al-Shabaab. They swooped in like a lion pouncing on its prey and sent the troublemakers running. Imagine if your school team went out to win a big game on a faraway field. They would be cheered on, right? That's what Kenya did. They marched into danger, fought hard, and then went home with a big smile, like they just won the most important match ever. Kenya's brave moves are like a superhero movie. They do it with style, and sometimes even take a funny selfie while doing it. They show that when you have guts and a good plan, you can win against almost anyone. Nigeria's never-ending hide-and-seek. Now let's talk about Nigeria. Nigeria is a huge country with lots of people, but it has its own big problem. There is a group called Boko Haram that just won't go away. It's like that one kid in class who hides every time the teacher calls on him. Nigeria has tried again and again to catch Boko Haram, but it seems like the bad guys are really good at hiding. Imagine playing hide-and-seek, where the seeker keeps missing the hider, because the hider is super sneaky. That's what it sometimes looks like in Nigeria. Soldiers set out with plans, but Boko Haram just slips away. It can be very frustrating, like watching your team lose the ball. While Kenya roars like a lion, Nigeria sometimes seems to be playing a game where the rules keep changing. One moment, you think you have the bad guys cornered, and the next, poof, they're gone. It makes you wonder, are they really trying to catch them, or are they too busy looking for the lost remote control? How Kenya does it easy as pie. So, what makes Kenya's way so amazing? It is simple. Their plan is like a recipe for a tasty cake mix. Some good training, a pinch of bravery, and a whole lot of smart moves. Kenyan soldiers are like ninjas. They are well-trained, quick, and always on time. When they see trouble, they do not wait around. They jump right in and take action. Think about when you play tag. If you're it, you run fast. You plan, and you tag the next person without delay. That's how Kenya's forces work. They see a problem, and they fix it fast. And the best part? They do it all with a smile and a little bit of style. They show the world that when you know what you're doing, you can be both brave and cool. Now let's go back to Nigeria. Their story is a bit like a funny cartoon where nothing goes as planned. Sometimes it seems like the soldiers are reading the wrong map. Plans get made, and then, oops, things fall apart. It's like trying to build a sand castle on a windy day. No matter how hard you try, the waves just wash it away. Imagine if every time you tried to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, someone kept moving the jelly. You'd be confused and a little bit hungry, right? That's what happens when Nigeria tries to catch Boko Haram. They make a plan, but the plan keeps changing. Sometimes the soldiers look like they are having a big mix-up. This mix-up has become almost like a running joke. People watch and say, "Here we go again." While Nigeria's soldiers try hard, their journey seems to be a long, funny loop with no end in sight. It's like a never-ending school play that never quite gets to the ending. Let's step back and look at the big picture. Kenya and Nigeria are like two players in a big game, but they play very differently. Kenya's style is fast and bold. They plan, act, and win like a hero in a cool movie. Nigeria's style, on the other hand, sometimes feels like it's stuck in a loop, where every good idea turns into a funny mess. Think of it like this. Kenya is like a super-fast cheetah. When it runs, nothing can stop it. Nigeria, by comparison, sometimes feels like a playful puppy full of energy, but easily distracted by every little thing. Both have their charm, but only one seems to be winning the race when danger is near. It's not that Nigeria doesn't try hard, they do, but when you are chasing an enemy that is as slippery as a bar of soap in the bath, sometimes even the best plans get a bit messy. Meanwhile, Kenya's clear, no-nonsense approach makes the job look almost too easy. And that, my friends, is why many people around the world are giving Kenya a big round of applause. The world is watching this game very closely. International news likes to tell the story of how Kenya goes out there and wins big. You see headlines like "Kenya's heroes strike again" and "Bold moves in Somalia." People cheer for Kenya because their actions are simple and clear. They see a problem and fix it. Now, when Nigeria makes an announcement, the news sometimes shows a funny mix of hope and a bit of a sigh. It's like watching a friend who always promises to be on time but is late again. You want to cheer them on, but you also can't help but chuckle at the delay. The praise for Kenya is like a big shiny star that lights up the sky. For Nigeria, the mix of frustration and laughter has become a familiar tune. Many believe that if Nigeria could learn a bit from Kenya's simple style, they might just win the game faster and with less drama. So, what can we learn from this funny story? First, let's say that a good plan and quick action can be as simple as following clear steps. Kenya shows us that when you know what to do, you can get things done fast and with a lot of style. It's like following a recipe for your favorite snack, easy and yummy. Second, sometimes even the best ideas can go wrong if you mix up the steps. Nigeria's tale is a bit like trying to read a book where the pages keep moving around. It's confusing and a little bit silly, but it also reminds us that even in tough times, a laugh can help us keep going. We all have our own ways of doing things. Kenya's way is bold and direct, while Nigeria's way has a few more twists and turns. In the end, the world cheers when you show determination, clear thinking, and a smile even when things get a bit messy. Let's be honest. Sometimes, the best way to deal with hard times is to laugh. Kenya's soldiers are like, "We got this!" and they do it with confidence. Nigeria's team, on the other hand, might be scratching their heads and asking, "Where did that plan go?" It's a bit like watching two kids try to build a sand castle. One builds a tall tower, while the other ends up with a pile of sand that keeps sliding away. In a way, this funny story shows us that life is full of surprises. Some surprises are big wins, and some are just funny mistakes. And whether you are cheering for Kenya or wishing Nigeria would find that lost remote control, there's always a lesson to learn. The lesson is, don't give up, keep trying, and if you can, laugh at the little mix-ups along the way. After all, a laugh is sometimes the best way to get through a tough game. And who knows, maybe one day, Nigeria will learn a few tricks from Kenya's playbook, and then the game will be even more exciting for everyone to watch. So here we are, at the end of our fun and silly adventure through two very different styles of solving big problems. Kenya shows us that being brave, fast, and smart is like being a superhero. Nigeria reminds us that even when things get tangled up, there's always a chance to learn and a lot to laugh about. We hope you enjoyed this ride. If you did, hit that like button, share this video with your friends, and leave a comment below. Tell us what you think. Are you cheering for the bold Kenyan lion or rooting for Nigeria to finally catch that sneaky hide-and-seek champion? We want to hear your funny ideas and honest thoughts. Remember, it doesn't matter if you are a fan of bold moves or even if you enjoy a good laugh at silly mistakes. What matters is that we all learn from these stories. Let's keep the talk going, keep the laughter flowing, and most of all, keep striving for a world where problems get solved in the simplest, clearest way possible.